Okay, here's my G7th Heritage Capo, arrived just now. I ordered it yesterday, and it's in my hands at noon today. That's from England all the way to Alberta. Isn't modern technology wonderful? I've got all my other capos laid out here as well. I got 3 G7th capos, the Performance 2, the not the Nashville, the Newport, and the original G7th. A couple of shoves, my first yoke capo, the Paige, and a couple of trigger capos. But I'm excited that this capo is going to do what I need, and I'm excited to open it up. So I ordered the wide because I've got a Martin 000 28 VS that has a fairly wide nut, and it's a 12 fret, so it goes wide very quickly. And the Paige just doesn't fit past the 4th fret. So I'm hoping this will do the trick. It'll help here. Here we go. Congratulations. Hope for justice. And here we are. Nice little pouch that comes in. Polished cloth. And there we go. Because I'm a member of the Acoustic Guitar Forum, they engrave your name for free if you give them your username. So I'm not sure that you can, let's see if they can focus on that or not. There you go. I put my name in script on the side. They allow you to put it on the top or on the yoke, and there are also engraving options for putting designs on here, but I didn't go for that. I just go for the simple name. And I'm going to put that on my guitar. And I also failed to mention that the capo has, of course, this rubber pad right here, but the insides, edges, have this protection on them as well, so the edges of my fretboard don't get scraped up. The concern I had with the Paige is it has the same kind of material on the yoke and everything, but these edges on the inside here are not covered with that material, and every time I was putting it on my guitar, it would make a rattle against there, and I just keep checking my guitar to make sure that it's not being scratched. So this one, I can slide it up and down the neck without any fear of marring the surface of my guitar. And the way it operates, this little latch mechanism, so easy to operate. Drop it down and flip it, whereas the Paige has this little latch right here, and I have to squeeze the capo together to get that latch off of there. And there's a little hook on this side, and it really doesn't fit until so without that protection on there, I'm squeezing this capo on my guitar, and I'm really not comfortable with that capo. And of course the G7th Performance 2 is a terrific capo as well, with its cam system, one-hand operation, and it has protection all the way around it. I thought I'd mention here my Thalia capo as well. It's a very pretty gold with an inlay and everything. It's protected all the way around on the throat, and it's a one-hand operation, which is great. But it comes with different pads for different radius of guitar fretboards. So you just slip one pad out and put the other one in that fits your guitar. And but I have so many different guitars, and that's why I bought this. Actually, I keep a cheat sheet here of all the different models and of guitar that I have, and all the different radius. So I have to flip to the 16 for my Martin, the 12 for my Gibson, the 15 for my Taylor. So I'm swapping these things in and out, and even with the proper pad in place, I mean, it's fairly easy to put them in and out, but even with the proper pad in place, it doesn't seem to stop the buzzing. Certainly on my 12 string it doesn't work. They say that you can get the XL series of pads for these, and I might invest in that just to get another set that might work, because this is a quick capo. So for performance, say I'm in a gig or something and I can keep this anywhere I want to and put it up and down the neck, it works really, really quickly if it actually zeroes out the fret buzz. But so far I haven't been able to do that. This seems to do the trick for me. Okay, here I am with my Martin 00028 VS. It is a 12 fret and with a very, very wide nut, 1 3/4 inch. And it gets wide very quickly because it's a 12 fret. My Paige won't go higher than 4. So I'm going to put the Heritage on here. I got the wider one, so it goes all the way up to where I wouldn't be using it. The highest I go on this guitar is 7, but it seems to work okay at 5 here. Dial it back. Yep, it goes all the way up to 7, actually 8. Wow, even up to 9. So I would never capo up that high in this guitar. I'm generally in 2, 3, or 5. Let's clamp it up here and see what it looks like. Too difficult to change. Now, this guitar has a volute on the back of the neck, right here, a diamond volute, and I know for certain that it will not fit over the nut on this guitar, but that's not really a problem for me. I'll be putting this in my pocket or back in the pouch after I'm using it. And I generally use it in the studio. I'll probably use my G7th Performance capo to do live performance for quick changes and things like this. But I'm liking this precision, this ART technology that they have here, which is adaptive radius technology. I don't know if you can see that or not, but when you press on this, it deflects. And it deflects by the amount of radius you have in your guitar. So the capo will fit on multiple radii. This is the Martin. Let's try it on the J200. It should fit just back here on this. Yep. So on a guitar with no volute on it, you can store it behind the nut with no problem, and then just bring it forward into position when you need it. good. Let's see how quick we can change here. Works very nicely. I'm liking this a lot. So this ART system with the multiple radius, it's a really kind of a cool technology they've invented over at G7th. I think I'll click in a video that they put up on the acoustic guitar forum that shows the developer of this system how he explains how this works. It's a sort of a cam system in here. And again, two guitars here, J200 and the Martin, completely different radius, and I was getting no buzz. Whereas with my Thalia, I'm changing pads all the time on it, and still I'm getting buzz, especially on the J200. But I'm noticing here, especially at fret 2, where I've been getting a lot of buzz with other capos in open positions. Not getting any buzz at all in those open positions. Let's try it at fret 1, which is always a bit of an issue with some capos. Especially on these G and D strings in open positions with these capos. I've been getting buzzing on all of my capos, and so far nothing. No buzz at all. Wow, that's great. Going all the way up to 7 here. I was getting incredible buzz on all of my capos, and you'd have to really kind of yarf on them to get that buzz out of there, and then of course it detunes your guitar. I'm so far in the first 5 minutes here really liking this, and I think my capo search may have come to an end. This is the one. Well, it's a good thing it has my name on it too. Okay, so here's the Heritage capo on my 12-string Taylor. This is the real test here. Can it use the cam technology, that ART technology, to absolutely fret every single note, especially when you get to the D and the G strings here. The difference in gauge of those strings, most capos can't handle that. So let's capo at 2 here and find out. As you can see, it goes behind the nut on this guitar very nicely, and it's put in place, and let's see. Beautiful. Very nice. Let's go up to 7 and see what it does. One capo for all my guitars. Finally.
Hi, this is Nick from G7th with a quick down and dirty explanation of the adaptive radius technology in the Heritage Capo for the Acoustic Guitar Forum in answer to specific questions. So this is a pair of little cam sliders which fit into the back of the Heritage bar here, and then there's another piece fits over the top with little cam followers. You can see the bumps. Now if I apply even pressure to this, it'll stay flat. If I put a bit more pressure in the middle, it begins to take up a curve. If I apply a lot of pressure in the middle, it'll go all the way. But basically it adapts to the radius, and when the pressure's even, it stops and just keeps that form, so that particular radius over the strings. And that's how it works. And this is a little better than our previous system where we were using a silicon gel, because the silicon gel, we had to keep it fairly stiff so that it wouldn't leak, and because of that it wasn't it doesn't move quite as quickly as this does. This is sort of fairly instantly adapts. So there you go.